Hey Gemini, EverlongMystic here. So today we're going to get you a Kipper Lenormand message. I've mixed a Kipper deck and a Lenormand deck together. So we've got both in here. I don't know if you can see this silver and the gold. Alright. What does Gemini need to know? Gemini. Wow, okay, you're showing up right off the bat. And because you are first, or at least in the first row here, you're not stuck in the past. You are forward thinking, or forward, your attention is on the now or the future, or both. Yeah, making some progress. We have the card of change here. Alright, so then we have the mice, which means there might be a little bit of worry here about how you're going to make whatever change this is about. And then we have a mountain, so you're worried about what's going to get in your way, what's going to stop you. Alright, like, you might be getting a little carried away here with the worries. So we have despair. You know, it makes me feel like you have maybe it's a bigger decision, or maybe it's a bigger change, right? Because, or maybe you're there's a lot at risk, right? Because you've got, like, this main person here with what looks to be like a pretty fancy, like a nice rug, nice lamps, fancy paintings, nice suit, right? Wealthy-ish or whatever, and then going to, like, they don't want to be ruined, like, you don't want to be ruined. So it seems like it's something a little bit big here. And you're having a lot of conversations about it, whatever it is. Are you even the one making the change? Has this change just, like, happened to you? Did something majorly change and you're, like, kind of, like, being affected by it? Is that what's going on here? Okay, so we have the the bear showing up, and sometimes the bear can be like a major, like, authority figure. A lot of times I see the bear as like your boss at work or something, like the big boss or whatever. And then we have the lady. The lady is not, she's looking at something else. The lady has her back turned to you. So you don't have to be a male or female or whatever, but you're the main person, you're right here, right? And there's another main person in your life, possibly of the opposite gender, that is not paying attention to you. Their back is turned to you. Now this person could be, maybe it's a female boss, or maybe it's just talking about how your boss isn't really noticing you. Maybe you're not getting a promotion. Maybe you're not getting a raise. And you're worried about how you're going to afford things. Or, you know, that could be a situation here. It's almost like if we're going with the whole, like, work thing, then this boss is looking for someone with a lot more experience. Either a lot more experience or, like, a lot more, you know, on paper, like all degreed up and stuff, you know what I mean? All right, I like this because we kind of have like this sunshine coming out here, but it seems like official. I don't know, with all the gildedness of it, it just seems super like official. Like it's officially, I don't know, like it's like you're like the other main person is trying to make something official, but they're looking at someone with a lot of experience, someone wise. They want someone wise because they are also wise. I almost wonder if you're the one, like maybe you need to change in order to deal with to deal with all of this. Maybe you'll have need to change your perspective. I do feel like these conversations are worth it though. Whatever conversations you're having, it's worth it to kind of like bounce things off of people and stuff, or even yourself. You know what I mean? Like pros and cons and all that. Oof. All right, so we have some trouble here. We have the snake, and the snake just kind of shows up as trouble. Any level of trouble. It could be a lot of trouble, it could be a little bit of trouble. So what's the trouble? Alright. So we have a false person. This false person has shown up before. There's someone that you... It's false advice. Someone has given you false advice, and they're like kind of like planting these seeds of worry in you. It's like one thing I don't know if it was like I don't know, one of my parents or grandparents would always say like don't borrow trouble, which and they were talking about worries and anxieties. That's it's almost like this there's someone who's trying to trouble you, give you more things to worry about, but like on purpose. Like a dissuasion. Because while you're busy up here thinking about how hard something is, how you're going to get through it, how you're going to deal with the change, what all you're risking to put your, yourself on the line there, they can go in and do whatever it is they're trying to do. I don't know. At the minimum, it's like some kind of alternate intention to what's being presented. All right, so Gemini, we've got some key information here showing up, and I feel like it is available to you right now. There is the key to this whole thing with this person of authority or this work situation or whatever it is that you're dealing with. The key is available right now. It's important, and it's like it's in the present moment row right now. I mean, it could be the information that caused you to like start thinking about all this and start talking about it. You know what I mean? Now, some of you may have a family to think about here because we have the child card showing up. So here we have the crossroads. Some of you are making a decision about a young person here, or helping a young person decide like what they should do about something or where they should go. It might be that some of you might have a kid that's going off to university, or maybe they're moving out. But wherever they're going, it's like you want to make sure that they're going to a place where they can have some stability. And there is some choice. It's like it's coming through as like a stable choice, right? A choice of stability. Oh, and it may involve the home. Yeah, that makes sense. Because we have the home showing up next. Want to ensure a stable home, and that's interesting because it's almost like that's something you're afraid of up here, of not having that stability. Maybe for yourself, but maybe for your child or whoever you support. All right, so of course we have the mask coming out. I think this is just further confirmation about the false person. Just keep an eye out. There's someone around you that is presenting themselves as something that they're not, and they have like alternate, like they've got, they're doing it on purpose. I'll just say that. They're doing it on purpose. They're masking their true intentions because they want to do something else. Yeah, it's probably not aligned with you. So just keep an eye out because it is a trouble spot there. It's almost like they are trying, whatever, I don't know if they're like trying to block a source of stability for you, but that may not be their intention, but it's almost like they, if that's what they gotta do, they gotta do. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's an option for them. They're not looking out for your best interest for sure. And then, let's see, the conversations. Yeah, we already talked about the conversations. So here, for this despair card, the connecting cards here are the anchor and the mask. So really, the biggest source of despair, potential source of despair, is not so much like the work situation or what's going on kind of over here. It's more about how much damage this person can do. And I don't know if it's just like emotional or what have you, but it seems physical, like messing with your money or your work or your like when, even like, let's say even you have a job that you're happy with and you love the people, right? It doesn't really matter that you don't make a lot because you really enjoy going there. You're happy, right? Well, despair can also be someone poisoning the people, poisoning their minds. It could even be just like a negative Nancy or something, or someone who's just super drama, backstabby, kind of whatever. But it can be a multiple things. So anyway, let's see. Anything else? What about the choice? That's interesting. So this crossroads here, it has something to do with this big change, but it also has something to do with the mountain, which is like an obstacle or something in your way. So whatever this stability is, the stable choice, it does seem like it's mountainous, right? It's like it is a big decision either for you or for someone that you support. So let's get some tarot here. We'll just get some advice. Is there any advice for Gemini? Any advice for Gemini? Alright, so we have the Four of Swords here, so definitely take your time. Take your time thinking about things. Get plenty of rest. And we have the Nine of Cups, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. Don't forget to allow yourself to have some kind of good times, comfort, happiness, like that is an option for you. I mean, like, don't shut that door. Yeah, you can still, I mean, you can still have fulfillment even if you're working hard, or even if things seem a little tough. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got this. You got this, Gemini. You got the King of Wands here. You know what's going on. You're a smart cookie. But, sometimes we have I mean, everyone has mountains, right? We all have a mountain. Some people have mountain ranges that we have to conquer, right? I mean, and it's weird, like when you run across someone who's never really had a big challenge in their life, you're like, man, like, what do we talk about? uh, anyway, Gemini, you got this. So, this is your message. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.